Kidnapping, murder, and a dramatic shootout on the interstate are at the center of a trial in Warren County today. Terry Froman was dragged from his SUV on I-75 near Monroe in 2014 after allegedly murdering a teenager, then kidnapping and killing that teen's mother. Local 12's Larry Davis was in the courtroom as opening statements were delivered in Froman's trial. Larry?
Hi, Sydney. Well, it has been nearly 3 years since that September day in 2014 when troopers surrounded Terry Froman's SUV on I-75 near Middletown. Now, almost 3 years later, he is now finally on trial after many delays, and today the jury heard opening statements. Prosecutor David Fornshell told jurors Terry Froman was angry that Kim Thomas broke up with him, and he vowed revenge.
The defendant carried out the promise that he had made when he showed up at her work the morning after she broke up with him. I'm going to make sure she loses everything.
Froman is being tried for the 2014 kidnapping and killing of his former girlfriend, leading Ohio State troopers and police to surround his SUV on I-75 near Middletown. Thomas's body was found inside that vehicle. Prosecutors say Froman shot and killed Thomas's son Eli hours before in Mayfield, Kentucky. Defense attorney Perry Ancona told jurors his client is remorseful and they will have to consider mitigating factors in this case.
The evidence is going to clearly show that Mr. Froman is totally responsible for the death. Not a justification, but I told you before, the evidence is going to show mitigating factors in this matter.
Co-workers of Thomas testified how Froman once came to her workplace. They became concerned and followed her home.
And we were better in numbers, so when we left, we followed her. I personally followed her in a vehicle behind her car with multiple other cars.
Jurors also watched dramatic police body cam video of officers responding to Kim Thomas's Kentucky home. They found her 17-year-old son dead on the floor. And Sydney, late this afternoon, the jury heard a testimony from detectives who combed that crime scene in Kentucky. Now, they also saw a surveillance video from a food mart where Terry Froman stopped to get gas. He went inside that food mart. During that time, the video shows Kim Thomas trying to escape that SUV. She didn't get far before Terry Froman grabbed her and took her by the hair and dragged her back into the vehicle. But several people were nearby, and unfortunately, no one stopped him. Live in Lebanon, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Sydney, back to you.
Larry, thank you for those updates. Terry Froman is charged with aggravated murder and kidnapping. If convicted, he could get the death penalty.